In this video, we're trying to replicate what a missing person scenario might be from a vehicle in a park or a public place somewhere. This setting is a dock with a boat ramp, and we had our subject drive here on his own with his own vehicle, and he left from this scene approximately an hour to an hour and a half before we arrived. Our trail layer, Dale, is a veteran trail layer. He knows how to lose dogs, and his instructions for this particular scenario were to do his best to lose the dog. I didn't want the dog to capture him. Oftentimes people wonder when looking at these videos why the dog meanders around in the starts. In this case, why is this dog doing it? It's very, very simple. You have a huge scent pool. The subject came here in his vehicle, obviously wandered around a little bit. There's no exact trail right from the vehicle. There's multiple trails. More importantly, there's probably a lot of other folks that had been in this area, either fishing or just walking around. Sometimes finding the exact trail out right at the moment of scenting is almost impossible. So the handler did a fantastic job in watching her dog and paying attention to her dog and making sure that the dog was in good areas of odor production. You're going to see where the dog kind of meandered off the trail looking for the scent, and then where the trail was bisected on the white line on the map that you just saw. Right now the dog's picking up the trail out of the area. There's really not a lot to critique in this video. As a matter of fact, I had to cut out quite a bit just due to the length of time and the YouTube requirements for posting. I'm trying to get it within a short enough time where we can see a good portion of the video and hit on some of the key points. And that's actually what I'm going to highlight. What's important, what we're seeing that's very, very good. There was nothing negative on this entire trail. One thing that stands out to me about this trail more than anything is almost the complete silence of the handler. Very rarely does she even open up her mouth other than to point out a track to me or a comment from time to time, but rarely, if ever, does she say anything to the dog.
Am I too fast? Okay, thanks. She likes to be She is very
just saying very accurate. What happened is she fringed over here because this is sand. The odor tends to go to the right. She went too far over this way and then had to reacquire the trail, which is right there. You never want to help the dog if they don't move. As long as they're working, you gotta let them work.
That's so cool. It's very windy here. No tracks here?
Just let her do it. She'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's us. That's your own track right there.
Here she has something. See? Yes. Here it is.
Okay, we're on our way. Okay. Having him turn on the cameras. That's a track right there.
Yes. It's difficult on this type. It's like,
Because of the wind, and it's almost like it's like cement until they get into the grass.
yeah. I'm not sure if it's kind of proximity.
Again, I have to comment on how patient and quiet the handler's being here. Obviously, there's got to be a degree of frustration because the dog hasn't found the trail out of the area. There's some complications. Why it's occurring, we don't know exactly. It could be the wind. The other issue is we have a tidal current starting to come in. Salt water starting to raise up out of this sand, and this is a condition this dog's never encountered before. This may be the reason. I don't know, but what matters is that the dog's still working. The dog's trying to find odor on its own. It hasn't quit. It's still doing its job. And as long as that's occurring, we've got to stay out of its business and let it do its thing. The dog has a far better chance of finding the trail out of here than we do if we can't visually track it. Something seems to switch with the dog a little bit right here. Watch as the dog starts increasing the pace. You're going to see it detect something. Everything's going to change right here. All the body language, all the demeanor, everything with this dog. Here it comes right now. Dog's hitting the exact track. Now it's finding the direction out, and it's going to start increasing its speed.
Never.
This portion of the flat is a tidal creek. This is where the tide is coming in, and as it happens, the sand becomes very, very soft. All the tracks are completely massed now. More importantly, this area is turning into quicksand. One of our members was stuck completely all the way to the hips and had to be pulled out. It's one of the reasons why we sat around on this bank for a little bit. Really, really amazing work here. In this case, the dog seems to be showing a little bit of indecision, as if it doesn't know exactly where to go. This isn't because it didn't have odor, it's because of conflicting odor. It was detecting scent from across this little estuary here and wanted to find a way across without swimming. But it also had odor on the scent trail, and we were able to confirm that once we saw tracks of the subject in the dirt. It took a little while for her to figure out what she wanted to do. Once she realized she couldn't or didn't want to cross here, she decided to follow the trail itself.
Just let her work it. Okay. Vous pouvez stop, please.
She's trying to find a way. We've got scent coming across the other side, and the dog needs to find the trail out of here. It either goes this way or it goes this way, but it's coming from over here.
Tracks. Tracks. Yes. Oh, the trail. Oh, I see something.
That's a camera.
Yeah. She is alerting on it.
Good girl. Now you can say good girl.
Good girl.
Even though the wind wasn't in the dog's face, she still threw a pretty decent proximity alert to the trail cam that we had set up at this location, or I should say the trail layer set up. She increased her speed and got very excited. Took a little while to work out of that scent pool. This is the recording from the trail cam as we're coming in. Very cool view. It'll also show when the dog hits the proximity alert. On normal trails, I'd never recommend giving a good girl or anything like that to reinforce the dog's behavior unless we know positively that what we're seeing belongs to the subject. In this case, we do. I told the subject to set up a camera along his trail. Reinforcing some good positive behavior when the dog alerts on the scent article that was left behind. We can also add to this a little bit later by reinforcing the article find. It motivates the dog a little bit more, and we can start building a natural alert from that. Now's not the time. This is just the beginning of this type of work.
putain de sa mère!
This portion of the video is from our subject's point of view. It's a 75 optical zoom as Cannell is approaching where the trail cam was set up. You're going to see the proximity alert probably better in this video than anywhere else that we filmed so far. You're going to all of a sudden see the head come up and her increase in speed become dramatic right here.
Oh, you found me! You found